The Boys, season 1 is so messed up. Like, this show is dark. I guess the best way I can put it is that, yes, it's rated TVMA, it's for adults, but even then, like, it goes out of its way to be overly gross, overly dark, overly just messed up is the best term I can use. So, unless you have sort of a high ceiling for that, I would stay away. It's not insane, but it's pretty gross. You'll know, I'll put it this way, just watch like the first 10 minutes, and if you get through that, you'll probably be okay. But that's just what I wanted to start with, to let you know. That's what this show is. So, The Boys, it takes the DC universe, essentially. It's kind of Marvel, too, but the DC universe, you know, you have the Justice League, Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, these gods among men, and it takes them, and it completely deconstructs them 100%. And I know that superheroes are sort of like the cultural zeitgeist. They have been for a while, and so we've seen a lot of different deconstructions. But this takes it to a unique extreme. You know, Deadpool is a deconstruction of superheroes because he's really gritty and he says, you know, crazy stuff and he breaks the fourth wall. The Boys does it in a much more upsetting, nihilistic way. What they do is they take superheroes and they change them from these characters that want to do good, who strive to protect people for just because it's the right thing to do, and they turn them into these greedy, full of themselves, hedonistic monsters. It's like, what if real, actual people from real life got superpowers? How awful would they be? And that is The Boys. Now, I'll say this really quick. I'm not a fan of the title of the show. I know it sounds kind of weird, but like, for the longest time, I didn't watch it because I thought The Boys was in reference to the superheroes in the show, like the bad guys. I thought the name of their team was The Boys. And for some reason, that struck a weird chord with me. Like, oh, are you trying to say it's like, I don't know, the quote, good old boys type thing? And just something about that was sort of like, that seems more about politics and less about superheroes, and so I never really looked into it. It's not. Like, there's definitely some political and cultural relevance, specifically critique. I mean, the show was written by Seth Rogen, guy who did Sausage Party, so you can probably see, you know, where he's coming from with this. But it's really based in superhero comics and stuff like that. And so if you're a fan of that, and like I said, you're okay with this sort of gross out stuff, you'll probably like it. So, getting into the specifics a little bit, the show follows Billy Butcher, Huey, MM, and Frenchie. That's the names of the boys, the team in the show, and their mission is to kill all of the members of the Seven, which is this show's version of the Justice League. And so, while they're doing that, they show us why the Seven are people that should be killed. And, you know, on the surface, it sounds like, well, that's kind of, I mean, that's kind of messed up. Why would I root for someone to kill superheroes? You'll see. You'll see. I'll put it this way. They're essentially made into, like, war criminals, but they also can't be killed. And at the center of this group is Homelander. He's sort of this play on Superman and Captain America all rolled into one. He is this representation of every bad element of the United States, okay? Rolled into one, turned into a person. He's literally invincible. Like, nobody in the world can beat him. And he knows it, and he acts accordingly. That's how I'll put it. And I'll say this. He's scary. Yeah, because anyone with the powers of Superman who isn't as nice as Superman would be terrifying. But he's more scary because how unsettling he is. When you learn, like, what things he actually values, the way he treats the people he supposedly loves, it's dark, it's creepy, and it's uncomfortable. Again, you could probably tell I'm doing my best not to give spoilers. I'm just trying to sell you on the show. I want you to know that it's good. It's really good. It's hard to not binge watch this series because every episode there is some new turn, some new development where it's like, oh my god, wait, how are they going to get out of this? Or wait, he does what with his powers. So, all in all, I would definitely recommend you watch The Boys if you have a very high threshold for violence, sexuality, language, every possible dark thing. But if you do, great show. Really great show. Yeah. And season 2, I'll put up a review for it as soon as I can. It's releasing week by week. I think it's kind of funny because I didn't know that when I got into season 2. I watched 3 episodes and then nothing, and I was really mad. But I think I actually prefer the week by week schedule. It gives me something to look forward to, which is always fun, and it also keeps the discussion alive. I can go online on Reddit or whatever and talk to people about it, and that discussion lasts longer when it's stretched out over a couple weeks. But yeah, that's what I think. That is Amazon's The Boys. This has been What Wears Watchin'. Stay frosty.